Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. The signing of the Strategic Mutual Defense Agreement between two great Muslim countries, Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, is a milestone on which we all should be very proud of, and which has startled the world in its context. I would really like to congratulate both the governments of Pakistan and Saudi Arabia on this milestone achievement. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have had the best of relations since 1947. And the various governments have always felt very proud of assisting Saudi Arabia in safeguarding their both the religious as well as land borders. Pakistan Army as well as the Air Force has taken a lot of pride in detailing officers who have served for a long time in Saudi Arabia, and we all, due to the two holy mosques, have a great feeling for Saudi Arabia. So this strategic defense mutual agreement has actually lifted the spirits of 350 million people, and that is what is so great for the Muslim world. This pact itself has many key aspects that need to be understood. The first and the foremost is that of collective security concept that has come in. After Israel attacked Qatar on 9th of September, the Arab world woke up to this reality that if there is a conflict of the Arab world with Israel, probably America, which has always been the security guarantor in the Middle East, will not be able to provide them the security that the Gulf countries desire. So once they looked around, there was no better country than Pakistan to fill in that vacuum. Pakistan is not only a Muslim country, but also probably the strongest country in the Muslim world because of its defense capabilities, and then adding ice to the cake, and that is that we are nuclear also. So once Pakistan and Saudi Arabia decide on to mutual security, it gives them as well as us a great protection against our known enemies. Saudi Arabia presently is on its development plan of 2030 and does not want any incursions from outside to stop its development goals. And we, on the other side, these days we are surrounded by India as well as its proxies, and as such we are engaged with our own defense also. So this pact actually pits Saudi Arabia and Pakistan against all those forces who are inimical to both the countries. And this puts a lot of pressure on India, its proxies, to behave with Pakistan, and similarly all those countries that are inimical to Saudi Arabia stand warned. Another key aspect of this agreement is the joint defense industrial cooperation that is going to take place. Pakistan has a very wide defense base, and Saudi Arabia, now that it has seen two major wars in 2025. One is the Israel war against the Arab countries, and the other is the Pakistan-India war in May 2025. One thing has become very clear to all, that non-conventional weapons like drones, like other UCAVs are the ones that are going to make the new battlefield arena in the future. So these are the areas in which Pakistan has excelled considerably, and I personally think that Pakistan can provide a lot of places to Saudi Arabia to invest, so that its dream of having an defense industry is also materialized. The third thing which this pact actually provides between the two countries is the intelligence sharing. We have always been doing it since our relationship has progressed, but with this, we now know that which countries we have to focus on, and on which countries we have to provide intelligence information to. There is a question which is boggling everyone's mind, and that is that what benefit does Pakistan have by providing so much of security to Saudi Arabia? And I would say that there are many economic benefits for Pakistan. Our defense industry is going to expand. I think that lot of Saudi investment in defense industry as well as in other areas is going to come, because Saudi Arabia will then find its investment safe and secure in a country that is providing it defense enhancement. And then Pakistan will also have an opportunity to increase its exports both of material and men to Saudi Arabia. Of late, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka have been taking over the jobs which were traditionally for Pakistanis, and now that our relationship with Saudi Arabia is again warming up, we can request them to have more and more Pakistani manpower in Saudi Arabia, and that improves our defense deal considerably, as well as our relationship with each other. The one area which I think also needs to be undertaken is that in case of a conflict between two countries, both the countries expect the other country to come and help it out. At this very moment, we are in a perpetual war with India. And I think this is an area where most of the Pakistanis would like to get educated as to how Saudi Arabia will help us in fighting the war against India. So as we progress, as more details of this agreement are released to the public, I hope and wish that the managers on both sides can dwell more on this thing and educate us as to how Saudi Arabia will use its immense influence to make things easier and better for Pakistan. The international reaction to this has been both good as well as of worry. Most of the countries who are friendly to Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have appreciated it, and it is so heartwarming to see that traditionally the two big rivals, Saudi Arabia and Iran has welcomed this defense deal and has even shown willingness to join it at a later stage if the Saudis agree to it. This not only strengthens the Muslim world, but it also finishes the rift between the Muslim world of Shia and Sunni conflict, which is so very dominant these days. India, as expected, Israel, as we all know, are very upset over this defense deal because they lose their influence over their enemy. Our nuclear program also is not discussed in clear terms in this agreement, but if we have to safeguard our own territory as well as the Saudi territory, I think the nuclear card will always remain on the table, and which also deters the enemies of both the countries not to use it. So overall, I think the world has accepted this agreement in very good spirit, and it would be in the best interest of Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and for the Muslim world to expand this defense agreement so that we have something like a Islamic NATO, and we can then ensure that no forces inimical to the Muslim world are able to take out individual countries as they wish and desire. So I wish both Saudi Arabia and Pakistan the best, and I hope and wish that this agreement strengthens both the countries, both economically as well as in the defense field. Thank you.